What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today continues the Gauntlet Series for the NuraTrue Pro earbuds. Their next opponent in the Gauntlet Series is none other than the Bose QuietComfort IIs. This should be very interesting head to head. So without further ado, let's get to it. All right, we're back. Let's go ahead and jump into the price and specs. We'll start off with the Bose QuietComfort 2s. They come in at 300 bucks. As far as you can get these on Bose website as well as Amazon. And as always, I'll leave links in the description below if you want to take a look at either one of these earbuds. All right. So as far as the Bluetooth version, they support Bluetooth 5.3. Codecs, though, they only support AAC and SBC, so you do not get the option of having high res audio with the Bose earbuds. But listening to them, you really wouldn't tell the difference, and I'm being honest about that. They do have the industry's best active noise canceling system. That's one thing they did improve on with these earbuds, not to other than the size from the previous version. All right, as far as battery life, you can get up to 6 hours on the earbuds in a single charge. You add the case, you can get up to 24 hours of playback time. The case does not support wireless charging, but you do have quick charge. 20 minutes will get you 2 hours of battery life, or playback time, rather. Of course, as far as water resistance, the earbuds themselves are rated at IPX4. As far as special features, they do not have any of the special features. They do not have mono mode. You can only use the right earbud if you want to use a single earbud for any reason as of right now. However, they have mentioned that they will be releasing a firmware update, which will at least give us mono mode. I don't know about multi-point pairing and connecting. I don't know, and I don't even know when that update's coming out. But but hopefully that will come out soon. All right, let's go ahead and swap over to the NuraTrue Pros. These guys, you come in at $329. You can get these on NuraSound.com, or you could go ahead and get these on Amazon. As far as Bluetooth version, the earbuds are rated at, well, or excuse me, do have Bluetooth 5.3 as well. As far as codecs, they support AAC, SBC, aptX, aptX adaptive, aptX lawless, which is their newest codec for to make sure no audio is lost in transmission. A very forward thinking or future proofing on behalf of NuraTrue. As far as noise canceling, they do have a hybrid noise canceling system. As far as battery life, with the earbuds, you on a single charge, you can get up to 8 hours. You get 8 hours. And as for with the case, you get 32 hours. The case does support quick charge. 5 minutes would get you an hour of playback time. And the case has wireless charging. As far as water resistance, their earbuds are rated at IPX4. And as special features go, you do have multi-point pairing and connecting and spatial audio with these earbuds. All right. Both earbuds do have are very stacked. Uh, I just wish that they come out with the QC2s. They get these guys upgraded so they can match their rivals. But enough of that. Let's continue. All right, we're back. Let's go ahead and pull one of each of these guys out and take a look at them. They're two totally different form factors. Obviously, as you can see, you've got the more in-ear version here with the NuraTrue Pros, and you got sort of a stem style earbud with the Bose. Both of them have a nice feel to them, very light. I do like the contrast with the matte black touch surface on the Bose, where the gloss is around the outside of it. I do like that contrast, as well as with the NuraTrue Pros. You've got the gloss logo and the rim surrounding the matte black touchpad. Very nice. Uh, both of them are rather big. Actually, the Bose, if we take a quick look at them, the QuietComfort 2s, These guys are actually been cut down from the original ones, but still a pretty chunky earbud in its own right. But with that noise canceling technology in there, I can understand that. All right. Again, a very comfortable earbud in the ear and a very light. And I like the way the weight is distributed across the entire earbud. All right. If we take a quick look at the NuraTrue Pro earbud here again, one of my bigger ones. Again, this is the portion that sits in the ear. All right, you got your wing here to allow it to sit in and sit in firm and be snug in. And the actual touch panel is sits on the outside, so that way the weight again, another one that's has its weight distributed across, so that way you don't experience any ear fatigue or soreness when wearing these for a long period of time. And of course, that touch surface is probably one of the biggest that I have. I think the Beoplay EQs may rival that, but that's a lot of surface that you cannot miss when trying to actuate any functions. All right, let me go ahead and we're gonna put these back in, and we're gonna pull my phone out, and we're gonna go ahead and show you some pictures of these earbuds in ear, so you can get an actual idea of how they look. We're gonna start off with the Bose QuietComfort IIs. Grab my stylus here. All right, here we go. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see. As you can see, the actual earbud is in almost like two parts. This part is a part back here with the wing that seals here toward the back of the ear well, and everything else is to the front. And you get a good seal with the ear tip. Remember, proper ear tip gives you great seal, and it helps out with noise canceling as well as sound. Okay, again, from the look of it, it looks like it doesn't take up the entire ear well, but there is a wing back there keeping everything in place. It keeps everything from falling out, especially if you're doing a workout or anything like that. These guys are in and they're insecure. And again, like I said, I haven't felt any pressure, or pressure in my ear from my ear canal, from the seal, or any type of ear fatigue from having them in, or soreness from having them in long periods of time. All right, let's go ahead and jump back in. We're gonna take a look at the NuraTrue Pros. All right, here we go. As you can see, again, the huge touch surface here. Again, like I said, the bottom half of the earbud is sitting in with the wing, having it securing it inside the ear well, and you got that plenty big surface here for actuating, uh, touchpad, so you can actuate any commands that you may want to use. And again, the weight distribution is fantastic on these. They're very light in the air, so no pressure, no pain, uh, nothing of that sort on either one of these earbuds. So that's a really good point. That's a really good thing to have there. All right. So what we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and get these guys paired up, and we're going to take a walk through their apps. We're going to start off with the Bose QuietComfort IIs. Stay strapped in. All right, we are back in. We got the Bose QuietComfort IIs already paired up, and we got the app. Let me grab my stylus here, and let's dive in. All right, first up, right here on the screen, you got the name of the earbuds at the top. You've got your options here on the left where you could go in and take a look at any other Bose products. Up here on the left, if you tap on here, you can go in, and here's where you can change the earbuds name. You got product tips. You can do an ear fit test, stability bands. They tell you about that. That's what they refer to the wings on these as the stability bands. Okay. That's what they're referring to. Then, of course, you got your connection. You got your Bluetooth connections. You go in there. It will tell you which device you are connected to. Remember, you can only connect to one device at a time as of right now. And you can also edit it. Means you can go ahead and take away a device, or you can add one there if you need to. All right. So then, moving on down, you got your control shortcuts. Let's go in here. You can talk about that. You can go ahead and set up for the left earbud and right earbud. Right earbud cycles through your call. I have it set where my right earbud cycles through my excuse me, my modes as far as transparency mode and a a a, a wearing mode, or whatever they want to call it. My left earbud, I have it activate my voice assistant. Okay. Unfortunately, one thing with Bose is that you cannot turn ANC off, so there's no option. When you're doing the modes, you only either go through quiet, which is noise canceling, or aware, which is your hear through. All right. Now, as far as you can go down, you got your sound modes. You can turn that. Remember my sound mode, I have that turned on. You got your equalizer. You can go in and do that. We'll dive into equalizer here in a second. And of course, you got your preferences as far as the auto voice inside. You can set that to however loud you want. I have it set to medium. Your in ear detection, I have that turned on where it takes one earbud out. It pauses my audio, and I turned off auto call answer. I turned that off, and then of course you got the auto transparency. So when you go into you pull it out or you get a call and everything, you go to answer, it'll automatically uh, go into transparency mode, or if whatever, or whenever you're going to use one earbud. All right, so very good there. Then of course you got your voice prompts. I think I already mentioned that. And then of course you got your support where you got technical info and common questions like their knowledge base. All right. Now back out here onto the front, you got a picture of the earbuds and their battery levels underneath. This is your volume slider. All right, you can slide that up and slide that back. That affects the actual volume on your device. Okay, now you got your modes again. You can go into quiet, aware, and then you can also create a mode, and you can go ahead and name it whatever you want and create it how you like it. All right. Then of course, after modes, you've got your equalizer. You can go ahead right now. That's my current setting as it is, but you do have presets down here. You got bass boost, treble, bass reducer, treble reducer, and like I said, you can always change this. All right. It's a, you always change it to whatever you want. All right. So then, and of course, down here you got your shortcuts. Again, we already walked through this version. I was just showing you a shortcut on the screen. Then you got your tips, which I mentioned to you before. You can go in with your voice assistant. You can do tips for your touchscreen, phone calls, noise canceling modes, and charging. All right. So there is a quick walkthrough of the Bose music app for the QuietComfort 2s. Very quick, very simple. Again, let me go into my let's go into this EQ, and we're gonna set every reset. We're gonna set everything to 0. Reset that. All right, so now everything's at 0 for the sound test. Then we'll come back in. All right. I just want to make sure I did that. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna go ahead and get these swapped out, and we're gonna take a walk through the NuraTrue, get the NuraTrues paired up, and we're gonna walk through the Nura app for those guys. So stay strapped in. All right, we are back in. We got the NuraTrues already paired up. We got their app up. Let's go ahead and dive in. All right, so first, let's go ahead and hit the 3 dashes in the upper left. That takes you into some settings here. You can go ahead into your account here. Then, of course, you got device settings, help and support, offers and promotions, and then about Nura. And then, of course, you got your logout option at the bottom. So let's dive into device settings. Here, you can go in and you can configure your touch buttons. You can configure for both the left and right earbud. You do have single tap, double tap, triple tap, tap and hold for both. Fully functional. I like that. All right. Now, of course, you got your modes here. You tap on there. You can go for performance and lower. Right now, it's set to custom. All right. And I'll show you why in a second. And then, of course, you got your multi-point function there. You can turn it off and on. I always leave it on because, of course, you see I have 2 devices already paired to it, and they're already connected. And, of course, you got the music takeover, which allows you to switch from one device to the other seamlessly. If you're listening to something on one device, you can go and hit play on the next device, on the second device, and the first device will automatically pause, and then you'll get audio from the second device, which is very, very cool. All right. Then, of course, you got the enable social mode and ANC, which basically means either it allows you to use active noise canceling or their transparency mode, which they call social mode. All right. Spatial audio. I normally have it on, but I have it turned off in this instance. This is why this is set to excuse me. Let me turn that back off. This is why the mode is set to custom, because I turned off spatial audio. I turned it back on. Let me turn it back off. All right, then I got auto pause behavior. I set it to one side. That means I only have to take out one earbud in order to pause my audio. But once I put it back in, my audio will resume. All right, moving down here, you got your enable EU volume behavior, limiter rather, which basically limits how loud the device gets, your earbuds get. I just learned this stuff. I have that turned off. High gain basically is when it's for when you're listening to low sounding audio. You can hit on you can hit high gain and it will boost boost the sound of of that audio. But you want to be careful not to do that when you got good loud sounding audio or if you got the volume turned up. It could do some damage. It may do some damage to your ear, to your hearing, and we don't want that. All right, you got your voice prompt volume. I have mine set to medium. You can change the voice language. Of course, I have mine set to English. Now, of course, you got the serial number, software version, app version, and then your software update down here. And then, of course, you can put them in discovery mode, clear pair device list, or factory reset the earbuds if you're experiencing any issues. All right, let's back up out of here. Now I done dropped my, I done threw my, I done threw, I done threw my pen. All right. So what you got up here at the top, you have your Pro EQ. Let's tap in there. Right now I have it turned off. So when we do the sound test, this has no bearing on our findings. Okay. Of course, you have the immersive mode, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. So if I turn it on, you could also use it here, but we're gonna turn that off for now. And then of course, let me go back out. You've got where you can add a profile here, and then also you can add a profile here. I was wrong in my previous video. I mentioned that this was for something different, but this is actually the same thing. You can add this profile by going through, have a new person set up, and then you can go ahead, they'll go through the actual hearing test, and then they'll create their own profile. Same thing here, you add that profile, they go to the exact same thing. So I misspoke in my previous video, but I wanted to make sure I correct the record here. All right, now you've got the share option where you can share your personalized settings, and of course you got your battery level of the earbuds here in the upper right. All right, down here, this is what this is what my profile looks like when using the NuraTrue Pros, similar to my NuraTrue setup. Also, so that's what you have there. And then, of course, down here at the bottom, let me move this in a little closer so you can see. Here on the left is you got the earbuds with a solid circle around it. That means noise canceling is turned on. If you tap it and turn it into a dotted line, a dotted circle, that means you're in social mode or transparency mode. And here on the right side, you have what's grayed out. That's for spatial audio. So if I tap on that and it comes in color, that means spatial audio is turned on. If I tap it right now and it's grayed out, that means it's turned off. We're going to turn back on noise canceling. And of course, here you have your neutral sound, which is grayed out, and you do not have access to the immersion mode. And you have personal, where you do have access to it, and all your coloring comes back. We're gonna put it in neutral to start out and see how they sound. All right, and that is a quick walkthrough of the Nura app for the NuraTrue Pros. What we're gonna do is we'll go ahead and do a mic test between the two of these guys so you can see how they sound on phone calls, and then we will come back in and do a sound test for each of them, and I can't wait for that. So stay strapped in. This is a mic test with the Bose QuietComfort IIs in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the Bose QuietComfort IIs in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the Bose QuietComfort II earbuds in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Bose QuietComfort II earbuds in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the NuraTrue Pros in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the NuraTrue Pros in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the NuraTrue Pros in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the NuraTrue Pros in a crowded location. All right, we're back in. We got the Bose QC2s already paired up in the ears. Let's go ahead and jump into some music. All right. First up, I was listening to Kenny G. Can't help it. He's part of our list here. First up, we're gonna do is let's go ahead and back into the Bose or the Bose app. Come on. Sometimes these apps just want to fight with me. All right. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go into the app and we're gonna show that the EQ is set to 0 so that you know there's no EQ help with the earbuds. And I'm just waiting for it. All right, we're back in. Everything's connected now. Let's go ahead and jump into the EQ. See that everything is at 0. So let's go ahead and back out of here. We're gonna put our moods in. We are in noise canceling and everything got eerily quiet. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into some music here. Actually, we know what? We're going to leave that up. All right, let's go. We're going to do Lenny Kravitz. Make sure we at our right volume level. All right. Okay. Now we got good sound here. You got nice sound stage. Okay, vocals are good. Got good. All right, you got good sound. It's a good sound. Nice overall volume at this level. All right, it's a good sound at this level. Uh, the vocals were nice and clean. The sound stage was great. Um, it sounded really good. All right, it did sound good here. Let me go ahead. We're gonna jump into. You know what? Let's go in. Let's find something else new. Let's find something new that we haven't used. Let's go. Let's see some Tupac, man. Let's go into some Tupac. Come on. Oh, this is my thing. No wonder. All right. All right. Let's do search. Let's see what we got. How do I get around? Oh yes, let's do so many tears. All right. They got good bass on that one. Whew. There we go. We'll add that to the collection. They got good bass here. And that sub bass. Nice. Nice. Nice vocals. That bass is nice. All right, you got you got nice bass in natural mode here. Sounds really good. Vocals are good. Excuse me. And it's a nice sound. It's a real nice sound. All right, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and let's see. We go back into home. All right. Let's go ahead and do Kenny G real. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna do Kenny G real quick. See how he sounds. All right. Again, nice, nice. This is warm. All right. Got the sound stage. It's nice. Lead saxophone sounds good. Sounds clean. Sounds very clean. Very, very nice. All right, soundstage sounds really nice and everything. Nice clean vocal, nice clean saxophone here. What we're gonna do next is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put my settings in. and see how it sounds. All right, we have it at 5. All right, mids at 5, 10, 10. Only thing I don't like about this is that you can't save your own settings. You know, someone can come in and just change your settings here. You can't set it back to the way you like it. That's the one thing I do not like about the EQ setup here for Bose. But all right, so let's go ahead and we got my settings there. What we're gonna do next is we'll go ahead and we'll hit Lenny Kravitz again. See how he sounds. All right, now it's a much louder on my setting. The treble and the mids are much louder. It's just a more lively sound. Vocals are much crisper. Just a great sound. Just a great sound. I had to turn it down a notch. They're getting pretty loud at that level. Okay, you got a great sound there. Sounds really good. With my settings in. Let's go ahead and see where is Tupac at. No, I thought I had him in here. Let me find him. I gotta get him again. There. All right. Ooh, okay. Yeah. Add him to my playlist. There we go. That's what I didn't do. All right. Now the bass is much more punchy, much more powerful. Just just sounds really good. Yes. Very nice. Very good. I'm sitting here bobbing. Such a great sound. That bass when it hits, that boom, boom, boom. It hits hard. I love it. I love it. R.I.P. to Tupac, man. That's a great sound. All right, so what we're gonna do now? We're gonna go ahead and jump in. Let me go back to my. We're gonna jump back in. Let's go into home. Going home and see what we got. See how we sound. All right, now the bass from the organ and the drums is hitting now, and the lead saxophone is much sharper. Again, everything else stays the same. The sound stage is good. Everything seems the same. But man, the EQ setting changes really do bring it out in these earbuds. Brings out the overall sound. I really do like it as it is. It's just a really good sound. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get these swapped out. We'll put the NuraTrue through the sound test. Stay strapped in. All right, we're back in. We got the NuraTrues paired up and in the ear. What are we doing? We going out. We bought the app up here. Make sure that we are in neutral mode and that the EQ is turned off. We got Lenny Kravitz already queued up. Let's jump in. All right. Make sure we at our right volume level. All right, we're right there. All right, now we got good sound, nice spatial audio. The spatial, not spatial audio, but the sound stage is nice and wide. Okay, you got good sound. Vocals are good. They have good vocals here. Now you got a the sound separation is fantastic. Everybody's at the same level. No instrument, no sound is above or put up prominent at the detriment of any other instrument. So everything was just great. The sound stage was nice and wide. I liked it. All right, so let's go ahead and we're gonna jump into Tupac. Let's go ahead. So Many Tears. Let's do it. All right, that hits immediately. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, it hits you immediately in the ear, between the ears, man. Nice solid bass. Vocals are clear. Sounds fantastic. Just a great sound. Man, just a great sound. Just as soon as it turned on, boom, 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 it hit you right in between the ears. Ever present, and it would stay present throughout the song, but not overpowering the rest of the sound. Great sound there. All right, let's go ahead. Well, I keep doing that. I ain't worried about Trump's melting down. All right, let's go ahead and go into Going Home. Kenny G, let's go. All right. Again, you got a nice warm sound, balance, and right out of the chute, the lead saxophone sounds much sharper in natural mode than the Quiet Comforts did in their natural mode, or I'll say their natural mode as well. It's a little bit more sharper, just but a great sound overall. All right, just a really good sound. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and turn on this EQ. We're gonna use those EQ settings first up, Lenny, and then what we're gonna do is during mid song. All right, I'm back. Sorry, had a little battery issue with the camera, but now we're back in. And like I was saying, we gonna go. We got the EQ turned on, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through in mid song. We're gonna switch over to personalize and see the difference. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in. First up, Lenny Kravitz. Let's get it. All right, already you get a more of a fuller sound uh, than on the with the EQ. You got good bass, good sound separation. Sound stage is good. Vocals are clean. All right. Now let's go ahead and switch over. We turned off the EQ. Let's switch over to personalized. Whoa, much. A totally different world. The bass is hitting more. It got a little. It got louder. Everything's pushed up. It sounds fantastic. Sounds fantastic. All right, let's go ahead back in. We're gonna turn that back on, and then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do Tupac now. Let's go. All right. Now, again, that boom, 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 that bass is hitting. It's just it sounds really good, just like this with the EQ. Sounds really good. All right. Vocals are not are vocals are clean. Sounds good. Just a little low, but sounds good in this one. All right, let's go ahead and turn this off. You can definitely tell the difference now. Bass went down a little bit. Now let's go ahead and jump into personalize. Oh my goodness. This is impressive, man. Woo, that bass is bumping in the background. Woo, man. Struggle in this business. Oh my goodness. All right, let me stop. All right, I gotta finish this up. All right, let's go ahead and jump into going home. First off, let's go back to our EQ settings. Actually, let's make sure that personalize is turned off. All right, there we go. All right, we got an EQ settings. Let's go into going home. Let's get it. Again, nice and warm. Kick off, the start of the background instruments, that keyboard. Oh, it's just and the along with the drums, nice clean sounds. Lead saxophone. Man, sounds really good. All right, let's go ahead and switch this off. You can definitely tell the difference there. Let's go ahead and turn on personalize. Oh my goodness. It's like you got two totally different sets of earbuds. Oh my god, the sound is it's fantastic. Oh my goodness, this sounds so good. Woo. All right. Okay. These sound so good in personalized mode. They just they're just on a whole nother level. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this cleaned up and then we'll come back with my final thoughts. Stay strapped in. All right, we are back in for round three of the Gauntlet Series for the NuraTrue Pros. Their opponent in this one, the Bose QuietComfort IIs. And I have to admit, this was a really good head to head. I really enjoyed doing this. And then when I add my own personal settings to it, it made it even better. Uh, the Bose QuietComfort IIs, they sound really good. Even with the EQ added a little heft to a little punch to everything. It just you sound extreme, really good. They do, I harp on the features that they don't have, uh, but even with that noise canceling and combine that with the sound, and you add your EQ onto these things sound fantastic in the ear. I can't I cannot take anything away from them in that aspect. They sound really good. Uh, but when you put them up against uh the NuraTrue Pros, nat and let's go ahead and talk about these nat in their natural setting or neutral setting, they do sound good. They sound just as good as any other earbud that I have in neutral setting. Then if you switch over, you want to use the pro EQ. That gives it another leg up. It gives it another kick, or another gear, and they perform excellent in that aspect. And then if you want to go ahead and go full bore and you want the best of everything, you switch it to your personalized settings, and then you are on a totally another level, a completely another level. The sharpness of the vocals and instruments is clear. It shows up. The sound stage is fantastic. The volume increases. It's just a really good setting. These guys are impressive. They're impressive. All right, so okay, so I will have to give the win to the NuraTrue Pros on this one. Although don't sleep on these. The Bose QuietComfort IIs, I still do rock these. Um, I just can't wait for them to catch up as far as functionality wise with the rest of them, and then I can use them on a daily basis at work as well. I only use these when I'm like looking at my tablet at home or something. I cannot use these at work, but that's just me. A lot of people complain why you need to have one earbud at a time, but I digress. These are really good earbuds. They got the best noise canceling in the business, and they do sound fantastic, especially when you add your own EQ settings to them. They do move up. They go to the next level once you do that. But when you compare the Bose to the NuraTrue Pros, this is these are definitely uh, a level above them, especially when you have them in the personalized settings. These Eyes are fantastic. Okay. All right. So this has been, first of all, my winner, the NuraTrue Pros. And this has been round 3 of the Gauntlet Series for the NuraTrue Pros. If you like what you see, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to join me on this journey as I continue the Gauntlet Series and have various other head-to-heads, unboxings, firmware update walkthroughs, and etc., go ahead and hit the subscribe button and then hit the notification bell. That way, you're notified when these videos are about to drop, and any shorts, any excuse me, any shorts I might put out, and to give y'all quick information or updates. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Ron on Tech. I usually put some information out there as far as video releases as well. Okay. Again, I'd like to thank you guys for coming out and checking out your boy. I really appreciate it. The NuraTrue Pros get the win. That personalized setting is next level. But don't sleep on the Bose. Come on, Bose. Let's get them updates. I'll talk to you on the next one. Peace.